is Brittany. So, today's gonna be a dream video, and yes, I know it looks a little dark behind me, and there's some light from outside, but I think I actually like this, so I'm gonna use this for, at least for right now, with the light that I have that's coming from outside. So, this dream I'm gonna share with you, it's quite interesting, and for those who have seen the show Pretty Little Liars, I love that show. It's actually one of my favorite shows, and I actually had some dreams about it. I actually had one dream where Aria was A, but she was not alone because Ezra was A too, so they were like this a couple working together. I think they had their reasons, but I don't think they had bad intentions. But I think they were doing it just because. I just think it was other reasons. But if you want to check that out, I'll leave that dream in the iCard here, or is it there? So, so in this dream of Pretty Little Liars that I had, it was quite recent. I would say probably, I'm not sure exactly, maybe sometime in January, I suppose. And so in this dream, I was in the show. And I was playing, not playing, but I was me. So I was still me playing. So, like, for example, like, I'm still me as Brittany, but it's like I'm playing as myself as a character in the show, if that makes sense. So since I was in the show, I'm trying to remember, I think I was with Aria and with Emily, and I remember we were in a house. I think we were in one of their houses, just talking, and all of a sudden in broad daylight we saw a whoever A was somehow was making some noise in the backyard, and we were like, what's going on? And so I remember Emily, she was just like looking, but she was being very cautious. And with Aria, I think she was texting someone. I think she was texting Spencer and Hannah that they were hearing some things. They were hearing some kind of noise from the backyard. And so as for me, I was just looking out the window, but I didn't go outside or anything. I'm just looking at the window, well, out the window, and just like, like trying to see if I could see something or see someone, but then someone kind of came in and kind of knocked us down. But it happened so fast, and we all, screamed. And whoever this A was, or a member of the A team, somehow just came in, knocked us down to the ground, and just pretty much ran out of the house. And that was it. But A didn't really like do anything to like attack us, or to show, oh, I'm gonna kill you, like that type of thing. Or A didn't really do or say anything to make it known, I'm gonna hurt you. So nothing like that, but A pretty much knocked us down to the ground, and just maybe just ran so fast that we were just knocked down. And so yeah, we screamed. And so as that happened, I remember we were asking each other, are you okay? We were like, Emily said, yeah, she was okay, Aria was okay, I was okay. But of course, even though we were okay, the thing is, we pretty much fell hard, so our butts kind of hurt from the impact, when we fell. And so, and yeah, and Emily, she was like, well, what just happened? Like, A just came in, knocked us down, and just ran out of the house. Like, A didn't do or say anything to hurt us. And what was it that they wanted? Were they looking for something? Were they trying to make an escape and, just to get out of the house? So I can see why she was asking that, because I thought, yeah, what was it? Was it that this person was looking for? And if they were trying to make an escape, how come they couldn't escape through the backyard? Why is it that they had to sneak into the house, knocked us over, and just pretty much ran out the door? So yeah, that didn't make any sense. Oh, hang on a sec. Okay, I'm back. So the only light you see behind me is the oil diffuser light, which is the color pink. So yeah, and of course it does light up the room, as you can see. So it is really nice. So anyway, on with the dream, that yeah, I was thinking that too. I thought, what was it they wanted? And why did they have to escape by sneaking into the house, knocking us down, on the kitchen floor, and ran so fast that they snuck out, I think, through the front door. So that didn't make any sense. And I don't think this A person that did that was Mona, because Mona is smart. She's very smart and very clever. So I don't think she would have done that, but I think someone else who probably had been on the 18 before, or someone who's quite new, probably didn't know what to do and just had to think fast and had to act on it without really thinking of a way to make a sneaky escape, and that's what it seemed like to me. And so, and with Aria, she was wondering about that too. She was like, yeah, I don't get it. Why would A just come out and sneak into the house and knock us down? And why? And whatever it was he or she was looking for, why is it they come out now in broad daylight? Like, that's pretty reckless. Because, it's like, if they end up getting caught, then yeah, they could at least would have turned them in. So I get what Arya was saying about that. So, and yeah, I was wondering of what they were wondering, the questions that they had, and I'm like, yeah, why now? Why in broad daylight? Like, it just seems, like what Arya said, it seemed pretty reckless and not smart to be doing that in broad daylight when someone could caught them in the act and maybe call the police on them. So that didn't seem like a smart thing to do, especially for someone who's on the 18. So yeah, I remember after that we were just talking. We were having questions about what had just happened and why we were knocked down. And I think it was either Aria or Emily that came up with an idea, or came up with the thought of, well, maybe that the reason why someone has snuck in and knocked us down to the ground, I think, was because they didn't find any other way to escape, and that even though we were inside, that they snuck in, and so when they saw us, they pretty much panicked, knocked us down to the ground, and I think the reason why we were knocked down is so that way, at least when we fell, that they would have time to run, have time to escape before we could try to catch up with whoever it was. So that's something that we thought of, and it's like, well, that's very possible. So yeah, so this dream, was quite interesting. It was a little intense when that happened, and I remember when we screamed, we didn't know what was gonna happen, but then when they just came and ran, it's like, what? So yeah, that's when we were having these questions. We were talking to, okay, who was this? Because if someone was smart and clever, they would not have done this so recklessly. It could have been, it could have been someone who probably maybe hasn't done anything. Maybe someone who had been on the 18 but who hasn't done anything like that before, or someone that's new and someone who probably just doesn't know how to make an escape plan for themselves if they're caught in a tough situation where they had to make an escape. So it could have been that. So anyway, I remember as we were talking and having these questions and going over it, I remember at some point we were like, okay, you know what? How about we go out and uh, let's try to figure this out later, but let's go out and get some coffee. And we're like, okay, yeah, that sounds good. And so that's what happened. I was pretty much hanging out with Aria and Emily, and it was quite fun. It really was. It was just really fun um, to have, to be hanging out with them and to be talking to them. And of course, with the situation that had just happened, it's like, oh my gosh, like, what had just happened? So, like I said, after the conversation we had, after that we thought, you know what, we'll talk about this later, we'll figure it out later, but right now, let's go have some fun. Let's go get some coffee. So that was really fun. And so that was it. The dream was over and I woke up. And yeah, I would say this was, like I said, a very interesting dream. It really was. And so, yeah, I actually like these kinds of dreams where I dream about um, a particular TV show or even a movie or just anything that's quite interesting and fascinating. Then yeah, I love dreams like that. And plus there will be more dreams that I will get to share um, on this channel, especially a dream that I had of a few good men that I had a dream about it recently in December. I don't know when I'm gonna share that, but I'll let you know. So yeah, so that's that. And I hope you enjoyed this. So for more movie content, reactions, and dreams, subscribe and click on the bell so you'll be notified when I upload. So that's all for today, and I'll see you at the movies.